welcome to Family We've Got Your Back. I'm Michelle Christensen. I'm a family scientist.
And I'm Trent Christensen, her husband and benefactor.
What? Okay. He's an eighth-grade math teacher, which qualifies him to comment on life in a very wise way.
Yes.
Okay, so this week we had an experience that exemplifies everything that we've been talking about this month about gratitude.
Right.
And our reaction to it would typically be thought of as flipping the script. So we'll just go right into it. So our typical definition for this month of gratitude is... Go ahead.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Is...
appreciative of benefits received, affording pleasure or contentment, thankful.
Right, that typical...
Yeah, it's like...
noticing the good things in your life and being grateful for them, right?
Right.
Being thankful. And so flipping the script would be doing something completely different or in the opposite way from the way it's usually done or usually thought about, right? And so we'll just tell you about our experience. Tuesday morning, I was actually asleep, and I got a phone call and it woke me up. And it was our oldest son, and he said, "Mom, I need you." And he was crying.
Yeah,
and this,
he is not.
That
an
means
emotional
that
person.
this is horrifying. Like this is something really bad has happened, right? And he tells me he was in an accident, and
a bad accident.
And I say, "Are you okay? Was it your fault?" No, it was not his fault. We find out later that a gentleman driving a truck pulling a trailer lost brakes and slammed into him when he was...
He was just approaching the intersection.
Yeah, he was approaching the intersection, tried to stop, couldn't, slammed into him. So he ran a red while Bennett was turning left on a green. So it was not Bennett's fault at all, right?
Yeah.
But he was inconsolable, incoherent.
Right.
We said, "Where are you?" And he couldn't tell us. Like it took him a while to figure out where he was. He's on Main Street. He's he knows where he is.
Right.
This freaked us out. So I immediately get up, get dressed. Trent's already up and dressed because he's studying, and we leave. We go because we know where it is. We figured it out.
Well, yeah.
And it's a very popular intersection for accidents, which I don't understand why. It's like, why is the middle of town this so dangerous? It's because people do not drive appropriately. Anyway.
Well, and this was just completely unexpected.
But again, he could have been prevented. But anyway, he could not form a complete sentence. And we were very concerned that he had a traumatic brain injury.
Well, and the police are there asking questions and like, you can't really trust what he's saying right now.
No, we're like, no, we're coming.
He's not lucid.
He's not.
He's in shock.
This is bad. So we're like, he's needs medical attention and he's refusing it. We got to get there, right? And so we rushed down. And he's in the ambulance getting his vitals taken because
and just being calmed down.
Because he's just hysterical, right?
Yeah.
And so I get into the ambulance and sit with him and put my arm around him and start talking to him. And we're realizing he's not hurt at all.
Not at all.
Not a scratch on him. Not even a seatbelt bruise.
He had airbags deployed in all directions.
All the airbags deployed. And they broke his glasses.
Yeah, that's it.
But that didn't injure him, right? And so we're like, what's wrong? It was just he went into shock because of the disorientation of it, because he's going one way and all of a sudden he can't see anything and he's shaking about. And, later he was just sore the next day and now he's fine, right? Like he's not sore at all anymore.
But you see,
he's okay.
You see on social media when this kind of accident happens or whatever, people are yelling, they're angry, they're just there's a whole lot of awful energy, right? And that's not what we were experiencing at all. We were just super thankful that our son was okay. We were actually thankful for the other people too. They were fine as well. They were
okay, yeah.
And we were thankful for the officers and the medical people that were there. It was just...
Yeah.
It was completely this negative, awful situation. We just see that our son is fine. And even if our son wasn't okay, I think we would have still been concerned
for the other people
too. But, it's like,
I mean, this is...
Yeah.
He was hit into oncoming traffic, and so that was the second hit.
Yeah. Just
and
awful.
That's the first hit. Like, that was... And that tire is at an angle. That is, like, that whole axle's bent.
That's crazy.
His truck is totaled. And so when he was pulled out of the car by witnesses, he saw his truck and started screaming Stephen, because that's the name of his truck. And he's like, Stephen. And the people that were helping him thought like someone had been thrown.
Yeah, or something.
Like someone else was in the truck with him.
And kid, whatever.
Yeah. And them asking, who's Stephen? Where is Stephen? Calmed him down enough to say, oh no, that's my truck. But the reason he was so incoherent and in shock was because his truck was totaled.
Yeah.
And so I spent the rest of that day trying to help him deal with that.
Mm-hmm.
And, dealing with insurance, trying to get a rental. We got a shadow box. Because when he was in the ambulance, the EMT handed him the Chevy decal badge thing that had been in
on the hood
pile of trash from his truck. Handed it to him, and he said, "That's cruel." And so I made him a shadow box, and you can't really see it, but it says, "Thank you, Stephen, for saving my life." And that helped him so much, because that he realized that that's why he was able to get that truck and enjoy it for, the 5 months that he had it. It was in pristine condition. Yeah. Only 10,000 miles total on it after 5 months, right? Like, he was in love with this truck.
So...
And so his grief is real over this truck. And because, he's... Like, that was his toys growing up. Any vehicle that's what he would play with.
Yeah.
He didn't play with anything else. It was vehicles. Like, all the books he read were about vehicles, right? He is just a vehicle kind of guy. And that's why he likes his job in construction, because he gets to drive cool vehicles, right? Yeah. And so, but this helped him put it in perspective. Like, this helped him mourn. And but this whole situation has not been upsetting for us, not our son, but us, in such a way that we have been just grateful that he is okay, that he's not hurt, that we still have our son. He should have died with the
damage
of that truck.
If it didn't have all the safety protocols and stuff.
Like a few years ago, he would have been dead. Yeah. But the safety has improved so much over the years that that truck saved his life. If he had been in an older truck, his older truck that he, that stopped working in July, he would have died. But because he was in this truck, he lived. And so we are so grateful for the confluence of events that happened, that we still have our son.
Right.
And so that would typically be called flipping the script. Mm-hmm. Because normally accidents are angry, hateful, awful things.
Yeah.
But for us,
how dare that person do that to my family?
Yeah.
Type of thing.
And, I have to deal with the insurance, because that's the negative part about this, is dealing with the insurance and getting the rental car. And, Anyway, we're not going to talk about that.
No.
But the whole experience has been one, and dealing with the insurance has not been as bad because we're not angry. Right?
Right.
We're grateful. We're grateful the other guy had insurance. We're grateful that our son will now be able to get a different truck. And because of insurance. Like, we're grateful for the insurance companies that are taking care of this for us. Normally, it would have been, this is an awful week. This is a horrible thing to happen. Yeah. And yet, that's not how
we're experiencing.
That's not what we're living, right? So that is flipping the script. So how do you do that? When you are in the negative frame of mind or behavior or feelings. How do you flip the script? How do you change that to be one of gratitude? Well, you find the thought that is troubling you and you change it to something that is believable, credible, that you will believe. Not just that it's true, but that you will believe it.
And that's going to be difficult in some situations,
because
right?
You have to understand what you will accept. Like, oh yeah, okay, that rings true to me. I can work with that, right? And so then every time you notice yourself being negative about whatever situation it is, you replace it with the credible thought, the true, different, positive thought that serves you, right? Mm-hmm. And then you make an effort to make that your new reality. Whether it's you journal it and write about it in the new frame, because handwriting helps you create new neural pathways, right? Helps make them stronger. Or you just say it to yourself over and over again. When you find yourself thinking negatively about it, I just can't explain the difference.
Well,
from when you're negative and complaining about something to where you're grateful about it. It's just your whole way of being in the world changes. You walk with, you're lighter. The weight is off your shoulders and your outlook is better and you achieve more and you're capable of more, and the mundane in your life isn't so mundane. It's just something you do, right? It's like it changes everything.
Well, and I think about my students in this situation too. There's the kids that believe they can do the math that I give to them
because they have the experience.
Well,
successful experiences.
They've had successful experiences, and yet the kids that haven't had as successful experiences, they're always shocked when they finally understand something. And
like yesterday when I was helping him, because anyway, I don't want to talk about it.
No.
I was in his classroom, stranded anyway, for the last period of the day.
Yeah.
And I was basically the on-task motivator. And I would go, okay, now what's your answer? Okay, why? Why is that your answer? Okay, good job.
Yeah.
Like, you figured it out. Good job. And if they weren't working on it, I'm like, okay, so write it down. What does this mean? And okay.
Yeah.
And I'd point to the instructions of step-by-step thing. Okay, so what's the answer? Right? Like, it was so obvious and easy, right? It's like,
for someone that has a positive conception,
right? But if you don't think that you can do math, the instructions on how to do this, it was unfathomable. And so when I showed them, okay, so when I noticed they weren't referring to the rules on the math problem, I was like, okay, write it. Have you written this down? Have you memorized this? No. Okay, write it down. I don't have paper. I don't have a pencil.
Yeah,
I'll get you one. I had a notebook and I was ripping out paper and handing out pens and pencils. I was like, pick it up. I picked a pencil up off the floor and handed it to him. It's like, that's not hard, right?
No.
But these simple things were...
And they're just
reasons why they can't work. Oh, I don't have paper. Dude, it's a school. There's paper.
There's tons of paper.
You say, I need a piece of paper. Like, how is this not something that they've...
So they're
in 8th grade. How do they not know how to navigate school? Like, it was baffling to me.
Yeah. Well, and they're doing the opposite actualization. They're actualizing
the negative. I don't want to do this, therefore I'm coming up with this. I can't.
I can't do this, so why should I even try?
There's reasons why I can't do this.
Right.
See, here's my justification why I cannot do this. But it was more like, I don't want to do this.
It's really what
because
it is.
I don't believe I can.
Yeah.
And when the ones that actually paid attention to what I was trying to help them with or what he was trying to help them with, and they got it, they were like,
they're shocked.
That's it? I'm like, that's your whole quiz tomorrow. Memorize these steps. Quiz, but it is a good you know what I mean? Yeah. I was like, this is your quiz. It's this simple stuff. And they're like, really?
Yeah.
They were amazed that this was so easy for them. All of a sudden. I was
and we've been working on it for 4 days.
Yeah. And I got it in like that. And I was like, really?
It's not difficult content.
So if you are a parent, teach your kid how to learn.
Yeah.
Take notes, pay attention, and teach them that they can do things, right?
Right.
That is flipping the script. Instead of thinking, I cannot do it.
I'm not a math person. You can become a math person.
I can become so the credible thought is I can become a math person.
Yeah.
Not, I am a math person because they're not yet, but I can become one.
Or even if it's I can do hard things.
Or I can do hard things.
This is hard, I can do it.
I can figure this out.
Right.
Or I can try. I can put forth my best effort and try, right? So that's flipping the script. And so why should you? Being negative and complaining and just viewing your life as awful does not serve you.
No.
It's not in your best interest to bemoan your life, right?
Mm-hmm.
So flipping the script, choosing gratitude, helps you become who you want to be, right? It's more in line with becoming a contributing member of society, a more complete human, right? A more pleasant person to be around, right? So why should you flip the script? Because it serves you better.
It does.
Right? And then...
maximizes your potential.
Yeah, and the second thing is grateful people are pleasant people to be around. No, like he was saying earlier that misery loves company. Yeah, but company doesn't love misery.
No.
Don't be the misery in somebody else's life. Be the pleasant. Be the joy. Be the positive. Be the grateful. So that they can say, how are you able to live like this, even though your life is really hard? It's because I choose to be grateful.
Yeah.
I choose to find things that I am grateful for, and that's what I focus on instead of all the things that I can't control that are awful.
And that's what people are going to remember you for as well. It's your ability to persevere through hard times. And
this isn't fake pretending.
No.
This is finding something real that you can be grateful for and just focusing on that instead of the whiny complaininess, right?
Yeah.
So your assignment for this week is find an area in your life that is kind of dragging you down, that where your choices are not serving you, and flip the script in that area, right? Choose a new thought that's credible and true, that you will believe and that is actually true and not just something that sounds good.
Right.
Right? It has to actually
and act
be
on
true.
it.
And then you act on it.
Yeah. I think that's good, dear.
Actualizing it. That's what I'm sorry. I was trying. I was like, where? So make it become true. Yeah. Not just something you're thinking about, but have that motivate action so that it is true in your life. It is your new way of being. Okay, have a great Thanksgiving.
Have a great week. Yeah.
And we'll talk to you on Black Friday. Hopefully you will survive.
Yes. Have a good week.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.